Aloha, my name is Jesse Showalter, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to set up a production environment on your local server on your machine so that you can run server-side code and still develop just locally on your machine. Okay, so let's get this thing started. First thing we're going to do to set up a production environment on your local server is, as I'm running a Mac operating system, I'm going to be installing MAMP. And so to install MAMP, I'm just going to open up my browser and go to mamp.info. MAMP stands for Mac, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. So if you're going to do PHP development, this is the perfect solution for you. Come into info, and if we just go over to home, you can see there's two options. So you can download either traditional MAMP, which is the free one-click install solution, and you can do MAMP Pro. I've chosen to use MAMP Pro, which is the purchase solution. I've been using it for a few years now, and it's great because, as it says, it allows you to configure an unlimited number of virtual hosts. So as many projects as you want to be developing at one time, and you can keep them wherever you want on your machine, versus standard MAMP, you have to keep everything in the htdocs file. So if you'd like to do that, I recommend it. Otherwise, click either one to download. Once you download it, you can find it in your downloads, and you're going to do a quick, a very standard Mac install. And so you can see you would just follow the process along. Seeing that I have mine installed already, I'll skip that, and I'll go ahead and open up MAMP Pro. So when you open up MAMP Pro for the first time, you'll see it has kind of a little bit more of a complex interface than the standard MAMP would have. You can set up many hosts and server kind of details over here. So you have your standard local host, and if I went ahead and clicked the home button, it would run the local host. So you can see to get there, I just go to localhost dash the port number. And if you don't know what I mean by port number, if I come back to server, I can click over here to the generals tab, and we can see that Apache is running in these ports. And so the fantastic thing about that is I can have one localhost server running, and then I can just add, by pressing the plus button, a new project. So let's say I wanted to call this BDF. I could do that and then choose where that folder lies. Now, like I said, instead of being forced to keep things in the htdocs file, I can now put things wherever I want. So this is going to be inside of a Git folder that I have. I'm going to be linking this up with my Git repository. I press choose and apply. It's going to ask me to restart the servers, and sometimes it'll even ask you for your user password as it's restarting the Apache MySQL servers. And then once that's done, I can click the home button, and it'll open up what I've already created in my project folder. So now that we've done that, let's open up. A good thing to do is to understand that in MAMP Pro, we're running what version of PHP. So we're running PHP 5.5.3, and just to match those up, I want to make sure that my system is running PHP 5.3. So I can type in PHP space dash dash version, and it'll tell me that I'm actually running 5.3.6. Now if I'd want to upgrade, I'd run a simple shell command, a curl command, leading to an install package found on the web at this address, and updating it to 5.5. When I do that, it's going to run, it's going to get the package that's gzipped. I'm going to enter in my password, and it's going to take a little bit of time, but as you can see, it's going to be running in the background there, and then eventually it will update my machine to 5.5. So that's just something you might want to do in the background while you're working, just so all your machine, your PHP, your MAMP Pro, everything's all up to date. So now let's kick over to, actually let's hide the terminal, and we'll click back over to the hosts. We've created our new hosts at BDF, and so now if I open up GitHub's GUI, their GUI that they have, I've downloaded, and I have plugged in or cloned to my computer, my machine, that repository. So now anytime I make a change here in this folder, it'll show up in my Git, and I can push, I can pull, I can do all the commenting I need to. So let's just open up my project in a text editor. I'm using Sublime Text today. And once that pops open, we should be able to see those small changes that I've done to my project so far. So as we drag this thing over here, we can see that I have the README file that's located on GitHub. I created a really simple just CSS file because I just don't want it to look so gross and bare bones. And in my PHP document, I created a really simple HTML document under my index PHP title. I've just given it a quick title, linked that style sheet, thrown an H1 in that says my name, and I've run inside of a paragraph tag a quick PHP command. I'm just echoing out the words, "Hello everyone, the current time in Hawaii is," I've concatenated together a space, and then the PHP call for the date. And so when I run that, as you saw before, what it did was it gave me that server that I set up, simply called BDF, with the port after it. It ran that, that title up here in my tab, the H1, and "Hello everyone, the current time in Hawaii is," and of course this was in military time, so just processing that PHP page in my local server environment. Check out any kind of documentation on MAMP or MAMP Pro at their website. You can also look up the shell command that I found or that I ran to update my system's PHP, and I'll leave those down in the notes in this video. So aloha, thank you for watching. Good luck setting up your local production environment.